Are you being audited? And do you owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes? Is the IRS threatening to take more of your money? Don't fight the IRS alone. The Tax Doctor is here to help you negotiate your tax bill and reduce your stress. The IRS can freeze your assets and seize your bank accounts, but you can stop these IRS actions. The Tax Doctor will work with you using our years of experience to represent your case to help you get the best resolution under the IRS guidelines. Help is here to deal with the IRS to reduce your stress. We've handled thousands of cases, so we know what we're doing. If you owe $10,000 or more in back taxes, do not call the IRS alone. Call a Tax Doctor now for a tax emergency analysis.
Save gas, save time, save money. Save-A-Lot, the name says it all. Locally owned and operated, Save-A-Lot of Tracy City promotes shopping locally on the mountain. Come check out the clean, organized store where hometown folks like you save with weekly specials from the Weekly Shopper. Experienced employees choose our products very carefully and keep a large selection of fresh produce and fruit stocked, offering you the best deals for the best possible quality. With a primetime butcher on staff, expect fresh meat cut and packaged on location, or request your favorite cuts while shopping name brands and Save-A-Lot brands in our frozen food sections, and fresh milk and dairy products always up to date. Friendly, helpful faces are on staff for any requests and questions you may have. Open every day from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Stay on the mountain. Shop at your locally owned Save-A-Lot. The name says it all.
Hello, I'm Dr. Mircea Basaraba.
And I'm Mara Hutchings, nurse practitioner. Welcome to Southern Tennessee Cardiology. Here at Southern Tennessee Cardiology, we offer a variety of testing done right here in our office. Along with our highly trained and skilled staff, we have the latest technology for cardiac stress testing, high-tech ultrasound, and cardiac monitoring. Whether you are experiencing chest pain, palpitations, or need clearance for surgery, Southern Tennessee Cardiology is here for your cardiac needs.
Morning! Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Oh my goodness, it's Friday and I've got the best guest ever today. I love art. I said that when I retire, I'm just going to have an art studio in the woods and I'm going to paint.
That's a great endeavor.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
I have no idea how to paint, but by golly.
I can teach you.
See, that's what I'm saying. And I saw Keith over at Wonder Brew. You know, I love Harley, and the building has been a love-hate for some folks.
Yes.
Because it's Mondrian, and it's loud, but once you get into it, it's like, oh my gosh, this is perfect. So I went in, get my coffee in Monteagle, and I see this fella painting. Just painting. And I'm like, whoa, what are you doing?
I'll never forget. I was just painting away. And you just said, hey, look at you. And I said, hey, look at you.
We did. It was a mutual. I was like, I love that, and the fact that you could do it because it fits with the big glass and whatever. And I was telling Keith I had been married to an artist in my previous life, and I do understand the creativity, but I really want to know, who's Keith Killebrew? Like, tell me a little bit about yourself, because this article just adds a whole nother dimension to the Keith Killebrew story.
Well, I was born and raised in Memphis, Tennessee.
Okay.
And I was born into a household where art was okay, and not only okay, but supported. And my grandfather was the leading edge of that, Captain Bill.
Captain Bill.
And so he had TV shows in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. And, when I was a youth, it was the Early Bird Show with Captain Bill. So it was cartoons, and we would get to appear on that. But when he was in the 50s, late 50s, he had a sidekick, chimpanzee named Scatter. He would dress the chimp up, just like you see in that photo.
Here he is.
And so
He
this
had a chimp.
Yeah, so this chap was building a home in Memphis in the late 50s. His name was Elvis, and he really wanted that chimpanzee. So my grandfather knew Elvis, so he finally sold it to Elvis. And the lore is that's why there's a jungle room, because of that chimpanzee.
I love
But he was a card. He was something else, because he would dress that chimpanzee up in a chauffeur's outfit. He retrofit his Ford so he could drive it from the back seat, have a plexiglass, divider there, or some divider. And he'd pull up at a stoplight. Just imagine this. And he had a house red telephone, dial telephone with an actuator on it to ring. He'd pull up and he would hit that, bring, bring, hello. And you look over and see this guy in the back seat with a chimp driving the car, and they'd drive off. And he just wanted the impact.
Memphis.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. He was a nut. So fast forward.
So you grew up with this.
Yeah.
This.
And I still have his drafting table to this day, so I use that a lot.
Now, did he come from a circus performer?
Well, I don't know. I don't know. I'll have to look at the lineage. I do know that Killebrew family was settled by Thomas Killebrew, which is oddly enough my first son's name.
Oh.
And Dresden, Tennessee was this epicenter for that. But it didn't matter because he stole the show.
It sounds like it. So Captain Bill, because we had a Captain Kangaroo
yes,
in Chicago.
And I remember Captain Kangaroo.
That would lead, we just always loved him as kids. Mm-hmm. And would do the cartoons, and they have the different skits and different people. So he was kind of like a...
He was, and a precursor to Captain Kangaroo, because he had the magic drawing board in the late 50s, split an image, and he would go behind and draw to a song. People would call in and request a song, and he would just draw an image to that song. And there were 3 per an episode. So,
oh my goodness!
Yeah, he was very quick. He was a caricature artist. So
really?
I remember he would come to our school and demonstrate his acumen in art, and have us draw a letter on the pad. And he said, make it a hard letter, and everybody go an M or Z, and he would turn it into an animal or a person or something.
I remember those days.
Yeah.
Oh, fond memories.
It was great.
So you grew up in this interesting life. Mm-hmm. Of course you're going to have an interesting life.
Yes. And I won a competition when I was 8 years old for drawing my image of Santa Claus, and it was on the cover of the Press Scimitar, Memphis Press Scimitar.
Wow.
So the pats on the back, I really liked that, so I just went forward with that.
You just kept on going. Mm-hmm. So did you do a career in art, or was this a late gamer?
Yes, it was. My impetus to move forward was to have an architecture degree, and I wanted to have an interior design degree with painting. I was also a musician. My mom was a piano teacher, so I played the piano. So I wanted to be a quadruple threat. I went to Drake University in Des Moines, Iowa, of all places, because it was far away. I wanted to get away from my parents, at the time.
Didn't we all?
Yeah. But I ended up loving that place so much, and the people. I spent a total of 10 years up there, and had great jobs in advertising and utilizing my graphic design skills. I had the interior design degree, and I never went on to get the master's in architecture, because I started painting, entering competitions, then I was in galleries.
After
And
college,
so
that's what you got into?
Yes, and I had a studio, so it was the rock and roll lifestyle.
I bet.
I had long hair.
You had long hair?
Yeah, it was all fun.
Well, you may need to write a book at this point.
Well, yeah. Well, there is one called Murder on the Mountain that I'm working on.
What?
Yeah. Okay,
all right.
I'll show you later the little outline of it.
Because this place lends itself to creativity.
Yes, the fog. It was born out of a foggy night and foggy morning. And I just
Really?
went, yeah. So that could be a mystery up here.
Well, there's so many mysteries. How did you get here, Keith?
Well, I've been coming up to this area for decades to hike and camp, primarily going to Beersheba Springs at Stone Door and what is now known as Savage Gulf, and just watching the leaves change and never thinking I could live here. So via Des Moines back to Memphis, via Fayetteville, Tennessee to Nashville to here, and real estate brought me up here. So the tiny home craze was in full bore, so I was selected to come up here in 2019 and did very well and met a lot of folks, and that was very enjoyable and very rewarding. And now I'm just a full-time artist.
Wow. I bet that is beautiful.
So my studio is now in the upstairs of the Dutch Maid Bakery. So I mean, that's my life. It just keeps in this wonderland of gratitude. I'm so grateful for everything that comes my way.
Well, and we were talking before the show of that gratitude and how you got to that place. You want to tell us a little bit about that?
Well, yeah, it's to deal with, and this is a new series that I'm doing in my art, because I do the plein air, I do abstracts, I can paint anything that arises from my mind, but now I'm working on this series, and if you know, the cunning, baffling, and powerful. That what we cannot define that keeps us down in our lives or makes us do the insane things that we do in our life. And I think, it can be construed as anything that you want it to be, that you're not living the correct life. And I feel, that's can be helpful to a lot of people to embrace creativity, because it only takes me 2 to 20 minutes to be in flow, in the zone, with a paintbrush or palette knife in my hand, and I'm somewhere else, and I'm not bothered by the world. And creativity just makes me more gracious and more gratifying and in everything.
In everything you do.
So it's that I paint for myself, and if someone else likes it, so be it. But I'm just going to keep painting because I can't stop, and I don't want to stop.
Do you feel that this is your path has led you to here?
Yes. And living here is one of the best things ever. Who knew that I would be able to live here? Because I would always scoot through this area and go, this is really nice, and never thinking, in my past that I could ever live here. Well, yeah. Every day I wake up and go, wow, I live in the epicenter of waterfalls and trails, and just people come here to relax, and I'm here, so I'm relaxed all the time.
Is that a new thing for you, to feel relaxed like that?
Yeah, I mean, I've always been a go kind of guy and a workaholic, and in the past 3 years I've really learned to relax and just take every day as it were, and hope for the best and do the next right thing.
So the studio
I know it's amazing.
What are you gonna do with that?
Well, we're gonna do painting classes, shows, and working with Cynthia. She's a great champion of mine there. Thank you. And we're just gonna see how it goes in March. We're gonna start advertising for painting classes. I'll supply, these kind of canvas boards, and these are underpaintings.
These are what?
Underpaintings.
What's an underpainting?
Well, this is what I do before I apply color, and sometimes I just kind of sit with these. So I started this one a few months ago, as well as I did this one. This is the Hunter Museum in Chattanooga.
I love the Hunter Museum.
And this is Mooney's. So I've never got it beyond this, because every time I look at it, it's like that strikes a chord to me.
So
I
you
like that.
start with the muted colors, and is it like a drawing or?
It's with a paintbrush, and
So you start with this.
I start with this, and then I back away from it and look at it, and then I start applying color.
And then you start.
And I can paint in oil or acrylic. If if I'm in a rush, acrylic is the best. But oil is preferred.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Is it hard to work with oil?
No, and a lot of times I will teach people how to paint first out of the chute with oil.
What?
Yeah.
So
You just got to be careful that you don't just keep mixing color, because it will just be a brown mess.
Yeah. Okay. Do you sit in front of the subject?
Yes.
And what's that called? It's
Plain air.
plain air. I've seen that word and I've never looked it up.
Yeah.
Or that phrase. So you're looking at it.
Yes.
Do you do watercolors at all?
Yes, and some of the most realistic images I've created have been watercolor. It's amazing what you can do with that. But for me, I really love oils and acrylics.
Is it like a fine art thing? I mean, what
Yes.
brings you joy? Like, how do you find your subjects? How do you?
Well, I just drive around and they speak to me. I love architecture, so that's from my childhood. I've always wanted to be an architect. So since I didn't become one, legitimately, I love to paint architecture.
So
Of all sorts.
So creativity, is it easy?
Well, if
some of
you,
us just block up.
Yeah. It is if you allow yourself to let go. You have to let go and become childlike in your nature, because that's where true creativity is. For years, I painted to not make mistakes, and that was my error. That blocks creativity. You have to allow for mistakes, because they're your friend, and a lot of times that's the best thing about your work. A lot of my paintings, they paint themselves. I'm just the conduit there with a brush. If I'm in proper flow of the painting, that's what happens.
Wow.
Yeah, and then I just look at it and go, well, okay.
So you're a believer.
Yes.
Do you feel he works through you?
Yes, definitely. I'm just the vessel for this.
Do you have any success stories of things like aha moments that you're like, oh, thank you? Although gratitude's all over the place. But
Several throughout my life, but just recently, I had a show in Nashville that I thought was going to be my big break, and it wasn't greatly attended. This many people showed up, and 2 were my sons and 2 were the owners of the building. So I painted 3 live paintings for about 6 or 7 people. And I also had a guitarist play, Daniel Harry. He was playing to my painting, and I was painting to his playing. I will do that again, but I thought that was going to be my big moment. And what I learned from that is that I had not yet found my audience. So in that time since then, I've definitely found my audience. It's people who struggle, and they need creativity as part of their life, and they don't know how to receive it or become creative. We're all creative. We were born that way. It's been squashed or pushed aside by something outside of ourselves, and you don't have to believe in yourself. It's not what you paint, it's how you paint in my world.
that's how you paint. Can it? I've heard that painting or any kind of art will help you deal with past issues
Yes.
and internal issues that you maybe have pushed down for so long.
Yeah, and I think everyone has trauma based at some point in their life that they either didn't know how to deal with or just suppressed. And not that this I want to bring all that out, but it helps you be a more calm and gentle person to yourself. And I think that's the first indication that you're okay with life, and maybe you can deal with that trauma at some point. Because if you never deal with it, you'll never know what the other side can be. And you walk into that fire, as it were. And creativity, it can be dance, it can be music, it can be anything that is utilizing your creative part of your mind, left and right brain.
Do you find that, because I used to own a music club, and I flirted around with all of the creatives because I'm such a groupie, and I love folks who create. I just think it's magical, but there's so many demons and addictions that go along with it, like singers. I have a beautiful soul sister that I love, and she couldn't play without having a few drinks.
Yes.
Right? Because it's all those emotions, it's hard to let them out.
And you think to yourself that you can't do it by yourself. You get that unwarranted nervousness that I can't do this on my own, and I need this crutch, which at first can be helpful to open your mind, but it's going to be the downfall. It's going to be eventually a problem in your life. So, in dealing with that, creativity yet again helps bring you out of that, I feel, and to a brighter future.
It's a safe space.
Yes.
To allow your emotions to come out in whatever way you choose to channel them.
And I think in modern society, it was okay, for so many artists to have that addictive personality and show it, and it was really promoted. Now I feel, and I have two young men sons, and one is at UTC, and he's his senior year, and I found that folks his age, men and women, young men and women, are really seeking a different path, of a clearer mind and being present. That's what it's all about, is just being present. And sometimes we don't want to be present, but, the alternative is no good.
And so you're raising some great young men through this wisdom that you have gained over
I'm very
years.
proud of both of my sons. They're doing quite well.
Oh, that's so
great.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
What else do we need to know about Keith Killebrew? I mean, I'm just utterly fascinated.
Well, the way I look at it is very simple. I'm a simple guy who does simple things simply, but I paint paintings that no one will see, and I write songs that no one will hear. And if I look at it that way, it's all gravy.
That's Russ's
what
golden.
I do. Mm-hmm.
It's hard not to have ego in the creativity
yeah.
business.
And you know what ego is, edging God out. So
isn't that true?
Yes.
I have learned, because you're right, ego gets in the way for many reasons, and you think you're the greatest thing since sliced bread.
I've thought I was super great, untouchable, never been arrested, no tattoos, that's on my profile, but it makes no difference whatsoever. Your intelligence quotient, anything, unless you have gratitude, and that is what makes the basis of I think a well-rounded person.
Amen. Yeah, gratitude and let go and let God. Well, do you sense, and everyone who comes here, like I just had Beth Reiner.
Yes,
here
I love
on the
Beth.
show. Love
Yes,
Beth. You know, she retires here out of her comfort zone and starts writing. It's like this place that we live in has always been the place for the creatives.
Exactly. It's like a magnet that that draws you here. And it's been fascinating to watch Beth, you know, from her first just coming on the scene and look at her now. You know, tomorrow she's having a book signing. I'm waiting on my book. It got delayed. It was supposed to be here Tuesday, Odd Job Annie, and it'll be here tomorrow. So hopefully in time for her to sign it.
Well, she's going to have books there because I said the same. I forgot to order.
No,
and I'm dying to read.
I know. I want to read it
because it sounds. It's like from here,
yes.
Right? It has. I'm sure there's people, people in there that remind you of folks that are here, and it sounds so much fun.
Yes.
Right.
And people that have just even glanced through here are inspired to do something creative. It's amazing what this place will unlock in your brain and in your soul.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah. And I'm just grateful I get to be here every day.
Isn't that? We have so many eccentrics here.
Yes.
Right? And that adds to the fabric of our community.
On both sides, from Monteagle to Tracy City, and especially in Swanee, which I love. That campus, I think, is number 4 in the nation.
It's number 4.
Yeah, for being beautiful. And Rhodes is very similar to it.
Yes.
Used to be Southwestern. That's when my mom went there. But that's in Memphis, and it's like Sherwood Forest. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Do you have any Elvis stories? I've got to ask.
Well, the only Elvis story I have is
from
that,
your grandpa.
yeah, from my grandfather. That's a pretty good one, you know.
I would say that.
And Scatter is buried on the grounds of Graceland.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my
With
goodness.
the rest of the family.
Oh my goodness. I love that. I'm so glad. Remember that whole, and I'm going down a rabbit hole. Remember that when recently, who died? Lisa Marie.
Yes.
And they were like, Graceland was on the auction block, or someone owned
was
it.
So crazy. I was like, what is going on? Well, you know, Lisa Marie's husband at one time had a monkey too. So I don't know what the correlation was for that.
Oh, that's
This monkeyness. But I will tell you, when I was of the age of like 8, to 10, I think it started as early as 6. I saw pictures of my grandfather with this Scatter, and I was like, well, let's get this guy back in the rotation. Where is this chimpanzee? Not knowing how ultimately dangerous and messy they are. He was named Scatter for a reason,
Oh, I don't even want to even think about it. All right. So for those of us, what do you want to spread? What kind of joy and sunshine do you want to spread around here?
I want to spread the joy of creativity and positivity. Okay. That's really mainly where I want to dwell. Okay. And you can find it on the trails, looking at a waterfall. Nature is a big, thrust for me. I love to be out and about, doing plein air. When I'm out and about painting and people come up and talk to me, I just absolutely love that. It's like I'm performing sorcery and magic in front of people.
You are.
Because I start with a blank canvas, and if they stick around long enough or go do their whatever they're going to do, and then come back in a couple of 3 hours, they'll see a finished painting and go, wow. So that to me is me contributing what I can to the moment, and it's live action. I love to do event paintings for weddings.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, I've done a couple of those, and those are fabulous.
Those are epic.
Yes. And, it took me a while to get the gumption to go back out and paint in front of people, because the first 30 minutes of a painting is an absolute mess.
Is it?
Yes. You can't really tell what's going on. And, instead of being embarrassed about that, I embrace that, because I know how to bring it all together.
Because you're going to bring it all together.
Yes. So it's kind of fun to show that process now, instead of going, don't look, this is going to be a painting in a minute.
Yeah,
so
you're just open.
Really.
Here I am.
Yeah, the openness of it, that's another thing.
Is that freeing?
Yes, it's very freeing. Very.
Well, you're not always critical, because I write, and I have mentors, and I'm going to ask you about yours, that I listen to, online sources and people, and it's basically just write anything,
Yes.
And then, just free form, get over yourself and just do it. And then the rest will flow, and then you clean it up and boom, there it is.
Yeah. And that whole process is done in front of somebody with plein air painting. So yeah, it took a little bit. I remember the Wonder Brew was the first plein air that I did.
Was it?
Yeah, I hadn't been out in, I don't know, 6-7 years. I used to do it all the time, but that gap in there, and I hadn't lost the ability, but I lost how to be vulnerable like that.
Ooh, yeah.
So I remember pulling up for 3 days in a row, going, not today. Go back
Sure.
home.
Sure.
But I finally did, and once you break that ice and break through, it just comes naturally. And I would like to gather with other plein air painters and go out and capture subjects around here. I just love promoting this area, and however I can do that through painting, in plein air and being an ambassador for this whole area.
Well, I'm in tourism. My other hat is tourism.
Yes.
And, that's a fine balance. We want to be authentic. We just got lauded at a recent tourism conference for East Tennessee. So there was 3 that were featured, and we were featured for East Tennessee. East Tennessee is Gatlinburg and, all of that. And they featured us because of our authenticity and our focus on making sure we are who we are. And I think one of the things that we can do for folks, and I've said it all along, is when they come here, we can send them off back home a better person.
Yes.
A better father, a better mother, a better grandparent, a better child, because they have touched what it feels like to be
Yes. And moving here, was kind of like, is this okay that I feel this good all the time and relaxed? It's like
what's up with the sauce?
Yeah. That's the first indication that, hey, maybe life in the fast lane isn't all that, and it has its place, but when you do visit here, you do go away wanting to come back. That's what I've seen. Yeah, that's what I've seen time and time again, is I can't wait to get back up to that place. And coming up the mountain, sometimes that's a chore getting beyond all the trucks, but you do feel your pulse lessen once you get off the exit and where you're going. And it's just a bountiful festival of everything that you want in your life.
Well, my ex-husband owned a 50-acre summer camp, and he wanted to create an artist colony, where creatives, because he always felt it was a lonely enterprise to be an artist.
Yes, it can be. This does get me out of the studio and gets me out amongst people, and I love that. But most of the time I'm in the studio. I'll be over there today, unpacking and situating things for painting classes, whatever we can do for tourism.
I'm totally tapping you. You know that.
I know. Come on.
People are so much happier when they're creative and doing cool things like that.
Yes.
So all right, so your your studio is at Dutch Maid, upstairs of the Dutch Maid. Beautiful.
Can't even imagine.
Beautiful area. I've done paint and simp there several times, and it's just a great place. So are you going to take appointments? How can folks join in on the fun?
Well, we're gonna start in March, so I will provide the paints, everything that you need. You just come. We're going to decide on a price and dates for the March. And I'd like to do the first one on a Saturday and just kind of see how it goes.
Yeah, okay.
But I would like to do that weekly.
Oh, how fun would that be?
And then, that may spill over into people just passing through or staying the weekend. build that into, something to do up here.
Well, and we do need that. We've got to fill in. So, we've got a 16.9% growth rate like from last year. I mean, we got 1 million folks hitting our trails every year. We've got 100,000 folks hitting the caverns. We've got 20,000 the OHV park. I mean, they're here.
Yes.
We just need to provide them with more places to spend their money.
Yes. And have fun.
And to have fun.
And have an experience that
they won't find anywhere else.
That they won't find anywhere else, and they will never forget.
You can be our resident artist.
I'll do that.
Where folks can come and touch
I would
the
be
sun.
honored. I would be honored.
Well, I mean, there's reasons for everything. We're
Yes.
talking about the God thing and how he put signposts in our life, but it's a true story.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And I knew that day that I met you, something like this would become.
It was meant
of
to
it.
be.
Yes, but I had no idea what it would be, but here we are.
Here we are.
Ta-da!
And I used my little app thing. I was so excited. I've tried to embrace technology. Mm-hmm. I am that person who, this AI thing, at all of our conferences, it's like, we really don't know what it is, but you better check into it. Yeah. And the creatives, it throws me off. I'm like, it rewrites things and it does. There's many places for it, but I have learned to embrace things that scare me.
Yeah.
And, robots may take over the earth at one point, but for right now, I know that it can crunch things that I can't crunch in 1,000,000 years. I can do document to document to document, and it tells me a synopsis, and I've just saved like 6 hours of my time.
Mm-hmm. And there is genuine good use for those things, but you can't hug a computer.
You can't hug a computer.
And, it will never replace this part of what we are.
Ever.
I mean, this is, we only use a small portion of it anyway. Yeah. Most of it's from here. I hope.
And that is what comes out in art, in all kinds of art, and the.
And you can comment on anything in society with art, and it's a safe place.
It is a safe place.
I comment on any and everything, but I don't hit you over the head with a 2x4 about it. I hide it in there. It's just fun. If you know, you know.
Well? I have to tell this real quick. So speaking of hiding. O'Charlie's had these murals that they placed on, beautiful about the history of the area, right? Mm-hmm. And one day, someone mentioned something that they saw in the mural. I mean, I've seen this mural 1,000,000 times, I swear to goodness. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. And there were several in this mural. It was like little penis.
Why?
I don't know.
Well, I
don't know.
I don't put those in, but it is
quirky sense of humor.
But quirky senses of humor. Humor has got to be pervasive in everything that I do. I try.
And it's usually like, I was talking about my ex-husband, there's a fine line between genius and insanity.
Yes.
Always. You're skating it. Mm-hmm. And sometimes it goes on a whole other spectrum, but that's the beauty of it, is that such neat things come out of that genius.
There's a word called esoteric, and it's for few, and that's okay. Because people do sometimes look at my painting and go, what was he thinking? Or what was he on?
They just don't get it.
And that's not, and it's not for everyone to get. There again, it's me, myself, and I, my soul, working as a conduit for whatever reason to get something out on canvas. And, it's a 3-dimensional world into 2-dimension. And I put it out there, then I move on. It's like getting something off your chest. That's the way I see it. I get that out there, then I move on.
Art makes this world just a better place.
Without it, I don't know what we'd be doing. We'd all be insane, I think.
All right. Well, Keith's here. He's going to be our resident artist. He's going to be our resident cool artist that we're going to celebrate.
Thank you.
And because that is indicative of here, our writers, our musicians, our artists. That's who we are. That's
All right.
authentic.
I'll take the mantle.
Oh, I love it. All right. Any last words you want to share with folks?
No, just come visit this place. It's amazing. You'll not want to leave.
Amen. Amen. All right. We're going to go on a quick break. We've got an apple pie to give away. Because we love food too. I feel that food is art as well.
Yes, that's this part, right?
Well, I've got Julia Sullivan coming in.
Excellent.
They've rebooked, so maybe the beginning of March. And food is creativity.
Yes. I'm a wannabe chef.
Yeah, I mean it all intersects a little bit. And do you play music as well?
Yes.
See, I mean, it all intersects.
Yes.
I'm just a groupie. My talent is knowing talent.
Well, hey, that is a talent.
My talent
I'm
is
glad I
knowing
know
talent.
you.
Oh, Keith. All right, well, we're going to send Keith out to spread joy and sunshine wherever he goes. And we're going to be back with our regularly scheduled program. I've got one phone line. I've got all my phone lines full. So, as always, thanks for watching Morning on the Mountain. I'll see you in a minute.
He went away from there and came to his hometown, and his disciples followed him. And on the Sabbath he began to teach in the synagogue, and many who heard him were astonished, saying, "Where did this man get these things? What is the wisdom given to him? How are such mighty works done by his hands? Is not this the carpenter, the son of Mary, and brother of James, and Joseph, and Judas, and Simon? And are not his sisters here with us?" And they took offense at him. And Jesus said to them, "A prophet is not without honor, except in his hometown, and among his relatives, and in his own household. And he could do no mighty work there, except that he laid his hands on a few sick people and healed them. And he marveled because of their unbelief." Mark 6, verses 1 through 6. This is a passage in Mark's gospel that has equivalents in some of the others that I go back to time and time again. There's so much interesting going on here. And it comes down to a few things. One, it's interesting that Jesus could marvel at something. The humanness of Jesus maybe is displayed here. That's real interesting. But what it comes down to, for me, the thing that I think about is, why was Jesus not able to do mighty works there? You would think that Jesus, being the Son of God, if he wanted to do something somewhere, regardless of the faith, regardless of the actions of the people around him, he would be able to do whatever he wanted to do. But in Mark's gospel particularly, there's something about the faith of the person who's calling upon Jesus, who's receiving help from Jesus. Why was Jesus not able to do mighty works there? He just wasn't able to. Maybe, or might it be, because faith is a prerequisite for personal mighty works to occur from the Lord? I don't have an answer to this. Part of these devotionals that I put out to you are just intentionally trying to get you to think instead of trying to give you all the answers. I don't have them myself. This is what I've been pondering. Maybe it's something you could chew on and consider this week. And I'm just JD. I'm not perfect. I'm a guy who loves Jesus and tries to follow after him. And it is my hope and desire that the Lord blesses you. May you be blessed.
Tracy Clinic, located at 740 Main Street in Tracy City, specializes in family medicine. Nurse practitioner Devin Land Lampley is now seeing patients. Call today for an appointment at 592-4242. Open 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Thursday. That's the Tracy Clinic. 592-4242. 4242.
Sequatchie Valley Electric Cooperative is here to serve you in your business or in your home. Pay your electric bill in the comfort of your own home with SVEC's new online billing service. Wouldn't it be nice to know in advance how much to budget for your electric bill each month? Visit us at one of our convenient offices or go online to www.svalleyec.com. Sequatchie Valley Electric, providing electrical service to over 33,000 homes and businesses in all or portions of Bledsoe, Grundy, Marion, Sequatchie, Coffee, Hamilton, Ray, and Van Buren counties in Tennessee. SVEC, staying up with today and working for tomorrow.
See, Keith? All right, here's the deal. Amy has brought by the apple pie to end all apple pies. A pound? How many apples are in here? Come on over, Amy. Let's talk about what I'm giving away.
A whole, thing of apples in that.
Like it's all apples. It's not the soupy kind
No.
of apple pie.
No, not at all. So, Cook hand makes all of these. And
You gotta scooch you down.
He puts the little decorations on there. Yeah, there's a whole bag of apples in there.
All right, now then,
He does hand make that caramel as well.
so we've been talking about
Slow cooked
this.
for like 12 hours or something.
Yeah, so
I
you
just deliver.
she does a delivery of the yummies, and we had a great talk at the office yesterday. So,
Yeah.
because I had to order myself one.
It was a very extensive chat.
It was expensive. So, the gift of food. So when you get this, you're gonna put it in the oven at 250. I think Eric said for 10 or 15 minutes.
Yeah, just kind of heat it up.
Heat it up. Make sure you get your really good ice cream, your vanilla, like a Haagen-Dazs, or whatever your favorite purity, whatever your favorite vanilla is. Oh, Mayfield. Oh my goodness. So you're going to heat this up, put this in the oven. Then you're going to heat up your, a little bit of your caramel. And then you're going to pull it out of the oven. You're going to present it, and it's going to smell like the cinnamon and apples. And then you're going to cut it, put it on the plate.
He has put the little pleats in it so you can cut it and get 8 slices.
8 slices.
I did not go by directions last night. I just cut into it, and he's like, "But there's pleats in it, so you have." I'm like, "That's not me, dude."
Eric is very particular about his processes,
ratios.
So this is the deal of the day. I know in the past we've given away money and flowers and whatever. No, we're giving away apple pie made with love.
Yeah.
And a boatload of really good apples.
Oh yeah.
So
They're the gala apples, so they're sweet right off the rip. They're so good.
So anyway, Amy, thank you for the hostess.
You're welcome, and I'll see you guys Monday.
Okay.
Monday Fun Day.
Be prepared on Monday. That's all I gotta say. What are we gonna be talking about, Amy?
We're going to be talking about women's sexual health.
Ooh, doggy.
Yeah.
I'm going to be giggling like a schoolgirl on this one, trying to keep my face.
It's a very important topic that doesn't get a lot of light. Women's sexual health. We need that at the forefront.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So we're going to talk about things that we don't talk about at home that we're going to need to talk about at home. So, and Amy, believe it or not, and as you know, Amy deep dives into knowledge and information. So the things that she will be sharing with us on Monday are factual
Yes.
and true story. How long have you been in this business?
It'll be 20 years this year.
I think she knows what she's talking about.
I know a thing or two. Know a little bit about a lot.
All right, Amy. Thank
Happy
you.
Valentine's Day, everyone.
Thank you, Eric. It's a teamwork. You guys are teamwork.
Makes the dream work.
It sure does. Love those pants, man.
Thanks.
All right. I just really have to show this off. Bye, honey. All right. You guys know how I feel about cardinals. And Keith he painted this for me, and he knew that Madison had passed, apparently. And you know how I feel about Redbirds and Cardinals, that's Madison coming to visit me, and Dad and Granny and, you know, whoever else wants to come down and hang out at my bird feeder. And I just cried. I won't lie to you. I just cried with that. So we are totally blessed. All right. Today's Valentine's Day. We're going to do the giveaway for the pie by the Grundy County Herald. All the information is there. All of it that you'll ever need to know. And if not, I don't have it in there. It's because you haven't told me. So just keep that in mind. If there's anything cool going on, let me know, and I will try to make sure that I have it on the show, that I'll put it in the paper on my column, so that we're all on the same page. So by the Grundy County Herald, it's an excellent paper. Tomorrow is the book signing. Speaking of Beth, she's going to have a ton, that series, Odd Job Annie, I swear to goodness, I can see 10, 20 books down the line. It sounds like an easy read. It's a fun read, and it's all about, like, it's set here, which is super cool because she chose to be here, and this is where she shines. She's super eclectic. So she's going to be there. 2 other artists will be there. Saturday, Wonder Brew. Once again, that's a business owner pulling all the creativity to her and letting them shine. So absolutely love it. 1 to 3 tomorrow. She has books there that you can purchase. I don't know how much they are, but they're worth it. And then she'll have the book signing. I think Jim Boynton is going to be there. If you love history and untold history, Jim is one of those detail-oriented person who will research the dickens out of things. And he made it here. He was a assemblyman in, I think, New Hampshire. He made it here. There's a reason why folks are here. I know I'm 7th generation, but I came back home. Everything happens here. So there's that. So the book signing is there. I got a message from Coach Fav. Speaking of basketball, and I was talking to Katrina yesterday at the Board of Education meeting. You can find that at GCTV6. I did the workshop, and the majority of the meeting itself, for whatever reason, Facebook, I couldn't pull up Facebook to do a Facebook Live for about 5-6 minutes maybe. It was very frustrating. So we did miss one part. Billy Moon got a $2,500 I don't know what they called it. Was it a bonus? I'm really not sure, but he's been doing 2 jobs because they need bus drivers. So please, if you want, you can get your bus driver, CDL or whatever it is with Billy Moon. They need bus drivers to make sure those babies are safe. And so they rewarded, and rightfully so, Billy Moon has been doing several jobs. If someone is sick or if they can't find someone, he's out there doing the job. So I think the only thing the question was, you got to have guidelines. You can't just say, well, that person goes above and beyond, and so we're just gonna give them some money. You just can't really do that without causing other folks like, well, I do an extra job. I go above and beyond. I think most, if not all, of our teachers go above and beyond. So I think that was kind of like the sticky question. It's not that Billy Moon doesn't deserve $1 million as far as I'm concerned or anyone's concerned. It was the fact of guidelines, because it is a litigious society. And if you don't make sure that your guardrails are up and your guidelines are up, folks will sue, and they may win because you're not doing it the right way. If I've learned anything, I've learned from Moneagle is you make sure that you film all your meetings, and you also make sure that you talk to your lawyer and make sure that you are doing it the right way, because people will sue. And then when people sue, who does that cost? That costs us, the taxpayers. And we've been joyously watching all the taxpayer savings that are going to happen, and all the things that have been spent ridiculously over the years. It's almost giddy. All right, so let me talk. I got Coach Fab. Hold on. Let's talk basketball real quick. All right, so please announce the following games. Tonight, Friday night, Grundy boys only at Coffee County, 7:30. JV at 6. Okay, so I guess the girls aren't playing Coffee County. Does Coffee County not have a girls team? I don't know. Anyway, Saturday, so tomorrow is the last regular season games. It's senior night. And it's versus Van Buren County. A lot of you folks out there watch us via Van Buren County. So, hey. So the girls start at 6 and the boys start at 7:30. Monday at South Pittsburgh, girls 6, boys 7:30. Last game, and this is what we all know and celebrated, but this is huge. Last game, Sam Parsons scored his 2,000th career point, becoming Grundy's all-time leading scorer. All-time. History books. District tournament starts next week at Grundy. So stay tuned. We're getting into the madness of the finals, etc. I know I talked to Katrina and her boys out. He had owie. And, he's going to be a senior next year. So anyway, just super exciting there. What else did I need to mention? Miss Barry Valentine is next Saturday, the 22nd. Sign up for that. That's at the Colmont Community Center. Find Heather Childers and get your child involved. I'm telling you, after seeing Miss Nashville, beauty pageants are fabulous for kids. They just are. Also coming up, well, I'll mention that next week. We're kind of going over. We'll mention that next week. But that's what you need to know for this weekend. Not all of our restaurants, but most of our restaurants are doing specials of some sort. Because it's Valentine's Day, feed your honey. I asked Eric, this is what I said, he's being kind of funny, but he does not care for Valentine's Day, but for some reason he is kind of caring. I don't know what it is. And I said, well, you know what? I tell you, I will look and you can look. Find the love song that describes best our relationship and your love for me. And I'm going to do the same for him. So we're going to find out. We're going to find out what that is. But yeah, that was something different because he loves music. He loves music and he knows music. And he knows really good music because, he's from Texas, baby. And so I don't know. It's going to be interesting. So I'm going to work on that. All right. Let's talk about birthdays. Let's go into birthdays. 8:41. Okay. Let's go over here to our February. All right. Today, let's see. We've got a memorial for Rosemary Stampley. That's Janie's mama. Amanda Rogers, Tanya Birdwell, and Jessica Blaylock. Hey, Jessica, right down the street. She is just a beautiful human. So happy birthday. I don't have anyone on the 15th, and I've got Charlie Byers there on the 16th. Happy birthday. I was married. My first marriage was on February 14th on the island of Antigua, and that is when Madison was conceived. And I still can't get that marriage certificate, so I can get the real ID. But anyway, Madison was conceived on February the 14th. Birthdays. That's a little bit TMI, but happy Valentine's Day. All right, let's go into birthdays. I know I've seen several. All right, here we go. I've got Jessica Blake. She's the big 4-0 today. That's a big milestone. 4-0. I think I was in Gatlinburg at a tourism conference getting a tattoo on my 40th. Chris Scott, happy birthday. Krista Smith, Allison Lewis, Joyce Acuff Burkhalter, and Rachel Welch. Happy birthday. That's Zippity Doodah over here. And Monday is President's Day. There's no school. You guys know that, though. I don't have to tell you anything. All right. Trevor Sanders' birthday is tomorrow. Happy birthday to Trevor. Trevor was a controversial subject several years ago. Very bright young man. Sarah Riley, Roger Craig, Jennifer Sturdivant, Peppers Marie. I'm not sure who that is. And Jacob Ray. And then on Sunday, Joy Parton. Happy birthday, Joy. Darlene Nunley. Oh, man. Keith Patterson. That's a memorial. Kayla Long, that little precious Kayla Long down in Winchester, part of the Long Bunch and the Dirty South Barbecue. Charlie Watkins in Sewanee. Charlie is a legend. Oh, and my girlfriend Sydney Poole's birthday's on Monday. Oh, okay. All right, great. Let's go into the prayer list. I know we all need prayer, but these have been specifically asked. So, happy birthday. Let's pray for Steve Melton to get his butt home. All right, that's just first and foremost. He needs to get home. Lord, please heal him up and get him home. All the unspoken, especially Miss Jones' unspoken. Bo Gitson family, Clarence, Frank Brawley, Herschel Parson, Laurie Parson, Patsy Kennedy, Blondell Lockhart, Bethel Calmy, Chloe King, Wyatt, Taylor Crichton, Kimberly Malinowski, Louis Nolan and Secura Meeks, Joyce and Charlie McDowell. Man, they're on the road. I'm feeling it. We've got two Vickies. We got Vicki Green and Vicki Burnett Lane, Brenda Caldwell, Jimmy Bonner, Cheryl Foshee, Dulce and Christine Nunley, Danny and Dave Crabtree. It's Miss Jones' brothers. Susie Lane, Joseph Roddy, Baby Denny, Joni Baby Denny, the Birdwell family, Dennis Sweeten family, Mike Suter family, James Knight family, Nellie Schrum. Ralph would be, Ralph needs that Miss Nellie back in action. They're two peas in a pod, so she had a little bit of a stroke, but all's well. Granny Barb's babies, who seem to be just sick, and we just need to love on them and pray for them that they fight all of this yuckies. And then, of course, I've got Miss Ophelia, Miss Dola, and we heard from Miss Dola, so I'm really excited about that. Lord, please lift up all of our people on the prayer list, whether they're hurting, whether they're healing, whether they have lost people and just don't know how to navigate. We've all been there. We've all been there with a loss. And it's hard. This is a hard time right now. We've lost so many folks, especially now. So, Lord, just please be with us and watch over us. I do feel we are your people, and we worship you and love you with all of our heart. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. All right, let's get to the phones. Our Valentine's Day show continues. Morning. What you doing? I've got an apple pie calling your name.
Apple pie.
Apple pie calling your name. Just heat it up, put in that oven about 250, about 10-15 minutes. Get yourself some vanilla ice cream, and we've got homemade caramels.
Oh, yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, no bacon for Frida today. We've got apple pie. I don't know who's going to win, but it sounds good. What do I need to know today, Junior?
I don't know. I feel better.
Well, thank goodness. I mean, come on. This sickness has gotten crazy.
I know it.
Are you breathing?
Yeah, I can breathe now, finally.
Well, did Frida get something to help her? Or did they say walk it off and we're just going to worry about Junior?
Walk it off. They said she was tougher than me.
Walk it off, Frida. I'm sorry. Did they give you anything, though? Z-Pack or anything?
Didn't give her nothing.
I don't mean to laugh. I really don't. But it is kind of funny that they help out Junior and they don't help out you. I guess you're tough.
Yeah.
All right. Tell me something good. What do you guys how do you show your love for each other? Every day of the year, or do you really like to blow out on the 14th of February?
To eat.
Food.
I take her out to eat.
Good. Where are you guys going to go this time?
I don't know. We'll either go Texas Roadhouse or go to Mexican.
I know those are two very wonderful solutions. I'd be curious to know what what we're gonna do. Are you gonna go early?
Not today. I'm gonna go tomorrow.
Okay, I was about to say you got to go at like 4 in order to get ahead of the rush today.
Yeah.
4 or 5, 5's even pushing it. All right. Well, yeah, tomorrow. That's smart. You're a smart boy. You're gonna give her a rooster?
No.
Okay, I'm just kidding. All right. Anything else I need to know today? Happy Friday.
What are you giving? Apple pie away today?
Heck yeah. I'm shaking it in bucks. Forget money. We all, forget it. I'm going with food. The best way to a man's heart is through his stomach. And women's too, because the women can give it to him. Like, oh, I worked so hard on that. All right. I'm out of here.
David's in Louisville, Kentucky.
David is in Louisville?
Yeah, he does a tractor show. Tractor pull.
Look at what you have started, Junior.
I know it.
This is
I
all.
talked to him this morning. He said, right. I said, we can't today. Too cold.
You have started something. Papa. What does he call you?
Pa.
Pa.
Yeah, that's all I heard this morning. Pa.
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 Pa. Yeah, little boys and their pa.
He don't know Frida and Raquel anymore. He just says me.
As it should be. I mean, yeah, but you know what? If he's not feeling good, who's he gonna go to?
Let's go to Ma.
Yeah. So when they don't feel good, so when they're tough and, doing their thing, it's all about Pa. But when they aren't feeling good, needing some little love and sugar, they're going to Ma and Granny.
Yeah.
So that's okay. Everybody has their strengths.
Yeah.
All right. Are they going to buy him a tractor?
No. I done got him a tractor.
I know. Are they going to get him another one? Is he going to have a collection of tractors?
Hope not. They took him to Texas Roadhouse yesterday.
Oh, did they?
He was eating a roll and eating that butter out of that cup. You ought to seen him.
Like in hog heaven, baby.
He was dipping that roll in that butter in that little cup, but he was eating it away.
Oh, hey, nothing beats some warm rolls and butter.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just, you're raising that boy right. I love it.
Roadhouse.
Yeah. That's because you guys love Texas Roadhouse. Frida, where do you want to go? Do you have a preference?
Yes, she does go to Mexican.
Well, and I totally get you there. When we were in San Diego, I said my only thing this weekend is I need to have good Mexican food. I mean, you're right by the border. Yeah. And it wasn't. I did not achieve my goal there because the girls didn't understand how important authentic was. Right? There's a big difference between Mexican and authentic Mexican.
Oh, yeah.
Big difference. And we went to a cheesy Mexican in Little Italy or something. And I'm like, But I didn't say it. I didn't go, oh. I just went along for the ride. This is delicious.
Yeah.
But I was disappointed. I won't lie. So, you know who's got, like, I love the street tacos over at Paco Tacos in Monteagle. It's ridiculous how much I love those.
Yeah.
So I get it. But anyway, all right. Well, kids, you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and I look forward to see. You know, Amy Cook's on Monday. We're gonna have an interesting topic. So, just warning.
Yeah.
Just warning you.
When's Mike coming on?
I don't know. Mike's probably mad that Trump won. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, yeah, probably. Probably is. I say yes.
I mean, Mike would never do that. And never, you know, he's busy. He's a big deal these days. And I'm sure he's busy. But yeah, I try not to gloat around him. I mean, I try really hard because I love Mike. I do. But he will always be that. And I get that. And that's fine. And that's fine. Yeah, that's just fine. But you know what? Trump's doing a fantastic job. Aren't you giddy?
Yes.
I mean, who would have ever thought that this would become a reality? I mean, 20 billion's stashed somewhere for a slush fund. I mean, the things that are going out the door are unreal. All right, kids.
Here's what I was told yesterday.
What?
You know, when Bill Clinton and Hillary was in?
Yeah.
When she got married, that girl got married, they give her $82 million out of our money.
I'm sorry, what?
For a wedding, and she bought a mansion, that girl.
Chelsea. Wait, it was our money that bought that?
Money. That's what Elon Musk said.
Oh my gosh. That's insane.
He went back and found it.
He did.
That's what they said. I don't know if it's true or not. This hearsay.
It wouldn't surprise me.
82 million. That wouldn't surprise me either.
I'm just blown away by the reality. I mean, I thought it was bad. I just never in a million years would have thought this, of all of it. That's crazy. Well, anyway, everyone has done it though, and that's the sad thing.
Yep.
I mean, it's everybody. It's Republicans and Democrats. Everybody got on the gravy train, or looked away.
Yep.
So I get it now. All right. Well, I look forward to. Life is beautiful.
Yep.
And you guys have celebrate each other and happy Valentine's Day. Good luck.
Thank you. Bye.
All right. See you. Bye. Morning.
Good morning.
Hey, look at you guys, number 2. Hey, Charlie. Hey, Joyce.
Happy Valentine's Day.
I know. And you guys love each other bunches every single day, not just Valentine's Day.
Absolutely.
You guys are like 2 peas in a pod. Well, what do I need to know today, you 2 lovebirds?
I just enjoy this sunshine that we're getting right now.
I didn't know what to do with it.
It scared me.
I had sunglasses. I'm like, where's my sunglasses?
Yeah, I didn't know what that.
I was like, what? What? And the moon last night was gorgeous.
Yeah.
So is it a full moon tonight then?
I have no idea. I have to check my calendar.
I have to check. I've got a calendar too.
They say it's going to be lover's moon when it's full moon.
Well, and I believe that because I've got my Farmer's Almanac over there. It was a big moon.
Well, if it's a full moon, she better put her tennis shoes on. I'll be after her.
I love it. All right. Well, good luck. Hey, you may have a fabulous apple pie in your future too.
That'd be wonderful too.
Oh, the best way through my heart is in my stomach. All right, you two. I appreciate you, love you, and I hope you have a wonderful Valentine's Day weekend.
I hope you do too.
Thank you, sweetheart. See you. Bye. Morning.
Morning, guys.
Hey, Shirley, what's up?
Nothing much. Trying to stay warm.
Oh, my God. I did not wear a jacket. I'm like, oh, it's sunshiny. It's cold out there.
Yeah, it's cold.
It's just cold, but that's okay.
That's right.
What do I need to know today before we start selling? How's our Clarence?
He's doing pretty good, but he's a little hurting because of the cold weather, and they got him bent yesterday to 90%.
Oh, so they really pushed it.
Yeah,
Good.
he really pushed yesterday.
Good.
Then he starts next Wednesday going out to therapy.
Good. Look at you.
Yeah.
Suck it up, Clarence.
Yeah.
But seriously, no pain, no gain. And that means that you're getting better.
Right.
All right. And soon you'll be out there dancing and singing.
Valentine's Day already.
I know. All right. What are we selling today, Shirley?
Well, I sell that 6x8 two-wheel trailer for sale.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody needs this trailer.
And they're going to need it this spring, I guarantee you.
Now, he made it from the bottom up. And everything's brand new on it. And I sell the brand new Pushmore with a grass catcher on it. I sell the 2 couches with the chairs with one with it, and one you can have it without, either one, back without.
Mm-hmm.
And I sell the brand new cherry coffee table with 2 drawers. It's a $500 outfit. I'm not asking that. I sell the TV table that when you put your TV on it, you swivel it around. And I sell the 2 marble top stands, the other bench for sale, and the glider and the car seat.
Nice.
And, they need to come and get this. It ain't junk. I've got it where they can see it all. I've got it. I need to get it out of my way.
Get it out. All right.
Yep.
All right. What's that?
We're downsizing.
Good.
We're trying to get up money to get us a vehicle where I can drive.
Good. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Do it.
All right. What number are they calling and where are they going?
Call me at 931-668-9217, or they can call me at 931-259-2593 and come by 920 Leesburg Road in McNewell.
Sounds good. How are you celebrating Valentine's Day?
I usually, he's wanting to go to Golden Corral. We're waiting on some friends and to go with them and
go early.
Off.
Yeah, go early. It gets crazy.
Yeah, we got some good friends to go to church with and sing in a group, and they have been awesome with us. Let me borrow his vehicle. He'll come over and stay with Clarence and let me drive his vehicle to go to town and back. You can't beat them.
No.
They're good. Good friends. But I do want you to put one of our, used to be our player in our group.
Mm-hmm.
Put him on y'all's prior list. He just found out he had colon cancer yesterday.
Oh, no.
Yes. He is a good person. We love him to death. And he's wanting us to sing over if something happened. I told Clarence, I said, I don't know if I can.
I'd be bawling my head off.
Okay.
Yeah. What's his name?
Well, his name is spelled Bratten, Osmond.
B-R-A-T-T Osmond. Like the Osmond family?
Yeah, just O-S-M-E-N-T-S.
E-N-T-S. Bratton Osmonds.
Yeah, we just call him Brother Osmond. We love him to death. He's just like family. He used to play with us, and his health went down. And
oh, I hear you.
With us.
How do you pronounce his first name? Or what? Wait. What do you call him? How about what do you call him?
We call him Brother Osmond.
Brother Osmond. I can do that.
Yeah.
All right.
Osmond.
Okay, yeah. All right, I got you. All right, well, definitely prayers. Cancer is an equal opportunity disease. I hate that. All right, we've got him on the prayer list. Anything else I need to know?
That's it right now. You guys have a good Valentine's Day.
I know. Happy Valentine's, you two little lovebirds. See you, bye. Morning.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning. What are you doing?
I'm going back a correction.
Are you? All right, is it a birthday?
Marie Stanley was my cousin, not my mama.
Oh. I swear to goodness, I thought that was the case. It's your cousin.
Yeah, she never married.
Okay. I've seen pictures of her. Brenda Rulin had brought by a whole container of Swiss information.
Yeah.
I saw so many things. She was in the paper and a few other things, wasn't she?
Yeah. She was a teacher at Swiss Rice. She was a teacher at Innscova.
Oh, that is so neat. That is so neat. Well, I've learned so much about Swiss history. It's unbelievable. It's so cool, Janie. It's just so cool.
And don't forget to register me.
Oh, girl, I got you. You want that pie? That pie. Bobby would love that pie. I'm telling you, man will eat this up. All right, Janie, I got you down, girl.
Okay.
All right, happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Bye, sweetheart. Yeah, we're kin for marriage. Bobby and I are kin. Morning.
Good morning.
Hey, Miss Ophelia, you little sunshine. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing okay, I think. And happy Valentine's Day to you.
Happy Valentine's Day. I just enjoy the day of love.
Oh, yes, Oh, yeah. I think you're looking, I've got two pictures on my wall saying I came from the dime store.
Oh.
You remember the dime stores?
I do. Well, I've never experienced a dime store, but I've heard about them.
But it had a high increase in their cost of living, didn't it?
Yeah, it sure did.
Oh.
Well, the dollar store has moved up to $1.25, and I just, I lost my mind. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
But you got to do what you got to do. All right, Miss Ophelia. Anything I need to know today?
Well, I don't know of anything that's come up new around here.
Okay.
And it all stays a little quiet, I believe.
Nothing wrong with being quiet, Miss Ophelia.
Right.
All right. Well, enjoy that sunshine.
Yeah, well, I'll try to.
And you never know. I've got a apple pie here. I'm giving away today.
Oh, really? That sounds delicious.
Thank you. I know. Eric Cook made it. And I've got some homemade caramel here as well. So I know. Not everybody likes money. I like food. So that's what we're giving away.
Maybe I'll be one of the lucky ones. I don't know. I'm not usually lucky.
Well, you've had some lucky streaks, Miss Ophelia. Yes, you have. And you can get 8 slices out of this pie.
Oh my, that's what I need.
That's exactly what you need. So I'll put that up there and maybe you'll win. Well, Miss Ophelia, you have a wonderful Valentine's Day, sweetheart. You're my Valentine.
All right, thank you very much. And you have a very good day today.
All right, honey, you too. You guys are all my Valentine. Morning.
Morning.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
I've been hanging my bed sheet.
Yeah. Do you hang those out?
Oh.
Okay. Ever do the clotheslines? I remember the clotheslines very fondly.
I used to. I don't even have one anymore.
Yeah. The sheets always smelled so fresh at Grandma Nell's house.
Oh, yes. They did, for sure.
What are you and your honey doing today? What's Happy Valentine's Day?
We're going to breakfast in a few minutes.
Oh, good. Where are you going to go? I haven't gone to the lodge breakfast place.
We've been a couple of times down there. It's okay. It's not
Oh, it's not like to write home about.
I like Waffle House myself.
Do you really? Do you get those pecan waffles? What's your favorite?
Pecan waffles.
I once went like every day, like 3 days a week down in Manchester when I worked at O'Charlie's, and they would have it ready for me at a certain time, those pecan waffles.
I always tell them golden brown and crunchy.
Well, is that where you're going to go today?
They go to Cracker Barrel.
Well, you can't beat Cracker Barrel either.
No, and we have Farmhouse here, and they have good breakfast.
Farmhouse?
Mm-hmm.
Where's that at?
It's right across from Ace Hardware.
Huh. I have not been there.
Been there for years.
Well, you know. Hey, what went there on the corner in Kimball of Shoney's?
Tony Roma's.
Okay, have you been there yet?
Oh, they haven't got it open yet.
Oh, really?
No, I'll let you know when they do.
Please do. I mean, it's been a hot minute since they started that project.
Over 2 years.
Yeah, and it's still not done?
Nope, it's still not done.
Well, that's okay. That's okay. It's worth the wait. All right, Miss Sherry, anything I need to know today?
We're supposed to get a Zaxby's, but I think their contract went flunked out or whatever.
That's a bummer.
Well, that's twice they've tried to get them there, so.
Oh, I love me some Zaxby's. Their salads are just.
Why? I can't figure out why that cul-de-sac hadn't filled up with things out here by the hospital, by Grandview.
Yeah.
I thought, really, that all that space in there. I mean, that'd be great for restaurants and a motel, and
it sure would.
It would.
Huh. Well, it's all coming. It's just a matter of time, right?
But I don't know why our hospital, that's a beautiful facility, and they keep it so clean and nice.
I used to go when I had Dr. Desjardins as a doctor. That's where his office was.
Yeah, I went to Desjardins.
Did you really?
Yeah, we both did, yeah.
That's so funny. Yeah, he's just so good.
Yeah, he is. He's sweet.
All right. Well, anything else I need to know?
No, I don't think so.
I've got this apple pie I'm giving away today.
Oh.
No, you guys would never eat apple pie. Homemade, hot, with some homemade caramel stuff.
I made apple pie this week, and I made a peach one last night.
Of course you did. Of course you did. You little Susie homemaker.
Susie homemaker.
He loves that food, though, doesn't he?
He does. He loves food. He said, "You make the best hamburger of anybody, and the best chili."
Well, see, and a fellow who brags on his woman's food will get more food.
Absolutely.
It does pay to give compliments to the chef. Just FYI out there. Eric does not care for my cooking. So I don't cook for him.
That's right.
I mean, that's just as simple as that. Why, slave away and, I love watching people eat. And if you're not going to share some love on how great that is, then, I don't want to share that love. Well, your honey's a lucky fella.
He's blessed.
He is blessed. He is blessed. All right, Sherry, you guys have a wonderful Valentine's Day.
You too, dear.
All right, sweetheart. See you. Bye. All right, we're going to go on a quick break. Thank our sponsors. We'll be right back. Thanks for watching Morning on the Mountain.
TennCare's new diaper benefit helps our youngest members and their families stay healthy and happy. If your child is younger than 2 and has TennCare or Cover Kids, they can get up to 100 diapers every month at no cost. To get diapers, visit a participating pharmacy. You don't need a prescription. Just show your child's pharmacy card at the counter. For newborns without a card, you can use the parent's pharmacy card. The pharmacy staff will check to see if you qualify and help you get up to 100 diapers for a month. 10Care will cover a variety of diaper brands and sizes to meet your child's needs. You can find a list of covered brands on the 10Care Diaper webpage.
Diapers are available at Mike's Pharmacy, located at 740 Main Street in Tracy City. That's Mike's Pharmacy, 592-9190.
Piggly Wiggly, a supermarket chain since 1916, operates more than 600 locally owned stores, including the Monteagle location that now stocks the largest selection of fine wine, domestic and import beer in the area. Piggly Wiggly's farm fresh fruit is a sweet deal at everyday low prices. Piggly Wiggly stocks carefully selected, always fresh vegetables from the common to the unusual. All of the organic products we sell meet strict USDA guidelines. The Pig has a large meat department that to this date custom cuts and wraps its pork, chicken, and certified Angus beef to your request. Certified Angus beef brand is a cut above USDA Prime Choice and Select. With a large dairy selection of fresh milk and cheese products and your favorite drink products, you will never go home thirsty from the Pig. Visit the Piggly Wiggly Deli and put in your order for an outstanding selection of cheeses, salads, and deli meat products from Boar's Head brand and more. Be sure to check out our weekly special circular for great deals. That's the Piggly Wiggly of Monteagle, Tennessee.
Independently owned and locally staffed, the Caverns attracts visitors from all over the country. Bring your guests down for a cave tour, a cave concert, or a magical night under the stars at the Caverns Outdoor Amphitheater. Camping is an option too. Learn more at www.thecaverns.com, where the destination becomes a journey. And I got a message, we had... here on the show is allowed to share a pre-sale code for getting the best seats at Josh Turner. And I got a message. I had many people message me, which is wonderful. And she said, I've never been to a Caverns concert, but I got fourth row. That is so cool. Happy to help. All right, let's do it. We still got phone calls. Morning.
Good morning.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to get...
Happy Valentine's Day and happy almost birthday to your honey bunny.
Oh, yeah. Happy Valentine's Day to you.
I know. Yeah, my fella doesn't care for Valentine's Day, but whatever reason, he's being a little weird about it and like all lovey and stuff, and I don't know what to do with it.
Well, maybe he's changing his mind about things.
Maybe. I mean, I have prayed that he would find God at some point, so.
How can he not believe?
Bless him, I know. I just think that for me, that's important in a relationship. We've been together almost 16 years. And, but we're not equally yoked, Sue. So maybe I've been praying about it.
God works in mysterious ways.
I know. I can never. I just am along for the ride, and he is good and great.
You can't give up.
Nope, I never will, and I just have to remember that. I've got this apple pie. If you win, are you going to take it?
Yeah.
Heck yeah! It's like you don't have to cook that apple pie for Charlie.
Uh-huh. That's the one thing I don't cook for.
Hey, how's Miss Nellie?
I haven't heard from her today, but she's improving.
Okay, good. I mean, no news is good news, and if she's on the road to recovery, that's a hallelujah.
They say she's got a big appetite.
Oh, even better.
Yeah, it is. She's lost a lot of weight.
Well, let's just put it back on her.
Oh yeah, it's happening.
Yeah, we'll just fatten her up again.
Well,
I
know you're in a hurry to get going, so you have a good weekend.
Yes,
Talk to you Monday.
yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. And if I don't talk to you, happy Valentine's Day and happy birthday to Charlie.
Okay, I'll tell her.
All right, thank you. Which reminds me, there's two things I forgot. Barbara Meyer's estate sale is today, tomorrow, and Sunday, 8 to 5. It's on Dutchtown Road. I don't exactly remember what the address is, but just keep on going down Dutchtown, and you're going to see it. Estate sale today, tomorrow, and Sunday, 8 to 5. So just FYI on that. Also, Saturday night is wrestling, Christian Heritage Wrestling. And you know how much I love that wrestling. And it is bell times at 7:05. Doors open at 6. It's at the Florence Scruggs Auditorium. Florence is one of my kinfolk. And $8 to get in. So just FYI, your honey would love to go see the wrestling in Altamont. Christian Heritage Wrestling. And the guest... special guest is the preacher. Morning.
Good morning.
Hey, Miss Evelyn, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing better today than I was yesterday.
Well, hallelujah.
Yes, and getting more prayers answered, and that's really good.
Always.
But I have editing on my mind.
All right. Yes, ma'am.
You know, I mentioned something about some people, when they speak about something, they give every little detail.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a gift.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't, and I get misunderstood, and I don't really convey the message that I want to convey. Sometimes when I reread it, I said, oh, I've got to edit this. And then even 2 or 3 days later, so if anybody's read anything I've written, maybe they need to reread it again a week later and see what I've said. Because I know what I was saying.
Mm-hmm.
I look at it and I say, well, now they don't know what I was really trying to convey here, because I need to edit it. And in poetry writing, of course, I've always said that God gives me my poetry,
mm-hmm.
especially if it's religious and about Christian life.
Mm-hmm.
But somebody said put it up, and a year later take it out and see if you need to edit it. So I guess that's a good rule, because I've had to. Some poetry came up in my memories just recently, and I thought, I've got to edit this here and there. And it's, like I said, that's what I've had on my mind, just editing.
Well,
and especially in writing, trying to explain what's going on in Daniel and Revelation.
There's a lot to unpack there.
Oh, yes, there is. And so I said, sometimes you just put in a little subtitle or something,
mm-hmm.
To
break it up and just be more concise.
Yes, and mm-hmm. more succinct, and
mm-hmm.
To convey more of the meaning that is there
mm-hmm.
than I had.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know it, but somebody else reading it may not know that
mm-hmm.
that I wanted to convey in that statement. So,
well, that's an easy habit to fall into, because you know so much, Miss Evelyn.
Well, God has privileged me to.
Yes, ma'am.
To not only to get to go to Bible Institute, but also to listen to some good ministers, and most of them are north of us, that because they know the Greek and Hebrew, and that makes a difference. And of course, discernment of the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit wrote the book, wrote the Bible, so it's the discernment comes from Him.
Well,
and I've just been thrilled listening to Stephen this week up in North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
He finally he has enough education that he started a school to teach preachers and teachers of the Word. And in fact, it was his uncle or his father that started the BBN radio network here and got it in Chattanooga in 1971. And I found it back then, and my twin sister did, and we were so thrilled to hear holiness messages that we didn't get to hear on the mountain.
How wonderful is that? Had you listened to WSGM?
Not very much.
Okay.
No, I don't.
I mean, I don't either. I know Granny was religious about listening to it every day, but I hear they've got great music.
Well, I keep my radio on BBN radio 24/7. I never turn it off.
Good for you.
I never and that's what I listen to on the computer too.
Oh, good.
Stephen Davy, he went to school in Chattanooga. And in fact, he helped minister in the Jump Off Baptist Church while he was a student there.
I did not know that.
And he's from North Carolina originally. You can tell that.
Yeah, you can tell.
He's just really brought out some good things. He's on twice a day on BBN. He's on early in the morning from 7:30 till 8, and then in the afternoon he's on again, teaching. And he is teaching. And just brings in some things that you don't know unless you have studied it. That's a command of the Word. Study, especially to preachers, where Paul was writing to Timothy. Study to show thyself approved unto God, one that needeth not to be ashamed, not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth.
I love it, Miss Evelyn.
And I love the Word.
Amen. Well, thank you. Happy Valentine's Day.
Well, happy Valentine's Day to you, and just may your day be great.
May your day be, and may your whole weekend be wonderful. Thank you, sweetheart.
Oh, it's going to be better because of one special answer to prayer.
Ooh, I love it. All right, Miss Evelyn, thank you so much. You never know, you might win this pie.
Well, that would be great.
I know.
And my sons have already sent me potted plants. One is tea roses. I love tea roses.
Nice.
From James Everett's family. And from Jeremy's family, I've got a pot of tulips beginning to grow.
Oh.
And which can be transplanted. And he gave me a pot last year, and I just let it sit there on my counter forever. And I thought, well, I wonder what I'm going to do with that. I mean, it's been a year.
Yeah.
And the other day I saw there's a little plant coming up.
Oh, that's a joy of spring.
It is a pot of hyacinths. Now there's 2 or 3 of them coming up.
Okay, so I got a blue, whatever that word is. It was at Trader Joe's. It's in a little water vase, and this bulb and green shoots are coming out of it.
Yes. Well, this is in dirt, and they could be transplanted. And from a certain flower company that they order from.
Huh. Well, I bought it, and it's sitting on my, because Grandma Nell would always have one. And I was like, oh.
James Everett's family got to deliver theirs, but Jeremy's, of course, had to come from UPS.
A UPS will work.
Yes. And they try to be careful. Sometimes they just put it over the fence.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, Gorilla gets on it.
Last night, because I got a message it was coming, and they just put it between the gates and mostly outside. But I was at the computer and it said, your package arrived 5 minutes ago.
So you got to go grab it. Yeah, I feel you. They're kind of goofy about that. All right, Miss Evelyn, we'll happy Valentine's Day weekend.
Thank you.
Bye,
you too.
bye, sweetheart. Morning.
Good morning.
Hello, Leslie. How art thou?
I'm doing fairly well.
All right. What's the update on the car?
Oh, I got it back yesterday afternoon.
And does it work?
Better than it ever did, I think.
Are you kidding me?
No.
Oh, my goodness. Are you like so excited you can't stand it?
Not really. I'm just so grateful for all those that come through for me.
Well, is there ever really a question about that?
Yeah, I've had times when nobody cared about me, Betty.
Well, but, your faithfulness, God recognizes, and people want to help.
I contribute all of it to God.
Absolutely. He knows. He knows his need. He knows, and there are folks around that make things happen. Anyway, I ran out of time, Leslie.
Oh, I know it.
I mean, you knew that coming into it, that I totally ran out of time, but that's okay.
Well, we can start Monday on a new chapter.
Yeah, we can do a new chapter on Monday, and I'm going to give away this amazing apple pie.
All right.
And let me tell you, you may want to share it or not. That's up to you.
Well, I might just share it with you. How about that?
Well, I bought my own. Eric had dropped it off yesterday. Thank you, by the way. Eric cooked and Amy dropped by, for my giveaway at the office, and I'm looking at it and they're describing it, and I'm going, here's some more money. I've got to get that for Eric. But yeah, you just never know. Food is always great.
Oh yeah.
Well, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Valentine's Day. Besides the great news about the car and the blessings, anything else we need to know?
Just everybody have a great weekend and be blessed, and just take it one day at a time.
Well, it was super cool. I did not know the artist was a believer. Like, you just don't ever know.
Yeah, you never know.
You just don't ever know.
I'm proud of Elon Musk.
Oh, yeah.
He's turned IRS all apart.
I mean, you couldn't have given me a better Valentine's Day present.
Exactly.
Isn't it just, you knew it, but you didn't really know it.
Well, God said there'd be some people take a dive, IRS, and some of these banks, and a lot of other people's going to take a nosedive, so, yeah.
Oh, and they're screaming, "Oh my
God!" Yeah, Democrats are raising Cain. I love it.
I'm just giddy every single day.
Exactly.
But that is our blessings. We've been faithful, and we've been in the wilderness for a hot minute. So.
Yeah. Well, people won't regret Trump having to leave office when it's time to miss it.
Well, I knew at convention when God was mentioned, it definitely once, if not more than once, in every single 100 speeches at the convention, I knew that we were united.
Yeah.
And here we are.
Yeah.
We did it.
As speaker gets on her, she tells it like it is too. She don't lie.
I mean, right? Straight up. And anyway, Leslie, happy Valentine's Day. You're my Valentine.
Have a wonderful day.
Thank you, sweetheart. See you, bye. Morning.
Hi, good morning.
Oh, Christine, happy Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day to everybody.
Oh, I know.
But everybody have a good day.
Everyone have a good day. And you just love on all those folks for me, if you don't mind, in Bentley.
I'll do it.
And you have a wonderful, you never know when that apple pie's calling your name, girl.
That's right. Register me so I can have a chance to win it.
Yes, ma'am. I'm so glad you called, Christine.
All right, everybody have a good day.
See you, sweetheart. Morning. Morning.
Hello.
What are you doing?
I'm good.
Well, good. What do I need to know today?
This is Lynn Williams.
Hey, Lynn.
To register, please.
Oh, my goodness, yes. Are you the Lynn Williams of Tracy City?
I am.
Oh, that is so wonderful. That Evan is one of my most favorite young people that I know.
Yeah, I'm a little partial. I love him.
Y'all have done so well with that young man.
Well, thanks to Jimmy Williams.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, he's a good one.
Well, it matters, doesn't it? And look what the results are. That's why we do what we do, Miss Lynn.
Exactly.
Well, all of your people, I'm so glad that you called. I've got you down. What number am I putting down, Miss Lynn?
592-8380. No.
Nope.
With 931-409-6286.
6286. All right, I've got that down. I know Jimmy would love to have that apple pie, a little piece of that warm apple pie.
Yes, I'm sure he would.
Well, I'm so glad you called. Don't be a stranger, and happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day to you.
Bye, sweetheart. See you, bye. Oh, I haven't Lynn, I don't think has called me ever. Yay. Morning.
How you doing, Miss?
Oh, saving the best for last. Look at you.
I don't know. I'm feeling a little bit, but I feel down with a toe and cough, and so.
So you're all right. So you definitely had gotten a little sickness, and now you are easing through it.
Yeah, but I want to put me down for a few days to get better.
Oh, do you feel like you need some prayers lately? Is that what you're trying to say?
I just put me down. I went to PC's earlier, some, to just give me up some hot.
Okay. Have you been having soup? Have you talked to your girl? Are you getting out today? What's going on?
I saw her yesterday evening while I was basically on forward and talked to her yesterday evening, and so we're putting our lunch date off to Monday. See, I take her parents' car about town today.
Why does she have her parents' car?
Well, she just done hers about yesterday. Had a little paint done to it.
Oh, she had to fix that little boo-boo?
Yeah,
She's got to get ready for spring. I love her car.
Oh, I do too. I think that nobody read about it except me and her.
Yeah, a little two-seater. I told Eric today, I go, do I need to take out the Miata today?
I will dip out later on today. I went over to their line for a minute yesterday, and so.
What'd they have yesterday?
I don't know. Probably cheating and dressing, and so.
Okay.
She told me to tell her to tell me that if you want to tell by tomorrow even he had some Thai fish and stuff ready. So.
Oh, that sounds lovely.
I put a W for my supper. I did bought me 2 cans of soup and another PC's.
Good. Yeah, that chicken soup is just the best thing forever.
This is taters and sausage.
Oh, well, that works too.
But when me Misty was on there, somebody called in one day and said something about. Me Misty said something about sausage balls, and I did too. So I left sausage balls, and I ain't had none in years.
Miss Linda cooks the best sausage balls. Okay, so did you get sausage balls?
Well, she told me, she said, I'll bring you some, I'll bring Lily some.
Was that Miss Linda? Miss Linda has the best sausage balls.
Yeah, but I know I asked Misty yesterday even if she got it yet or not, I forgot to ask her. So.
Okay. All right, well, I'm about to draw for this fabulous homemade apple pie.
Well, I'll be sitting right here, so.
All right, buddy. You have a wonderful Valentine's Day weekend.
Yeah. I'll talk to you here in a minute.
Okay. All right. See you. Bye. Duh. All right. So once again, just so that you haven't been very clear, this thing is heavy. This Eric Cook's masterpiece, homemade. There is like a pound of apples in this. And so what you're going, well, I'll tell you whoever wins. And then the homemade caramel. So, all you need is some really delicious Mayfield or Purity vanilla ice cream. All right, here we go. I'm going to do it. Who is going to win the apple pie? And I did buy one for us. So, and if you need apple pies, or chocolates or anything, Eric Cook is there. I mean, I think he gets pallets of chocolate these days. You can find him on Facebook. You can message me, and I can hook you up with him. I am here to help you have yummy yummies. All right, here we go. Who it is? They're probably out and about. Let me find it. I'm like, they're probably out and about. I'm searching for that cell phone.
Nope, we're here.
All right, the old man gets an apple pie.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Do you want me to bring it to Mike's, or do you want me to? I'll be at the tourism office till day until 4, and you can pick it up there. Which one do you want? And I'll be there Saturday too.
Were you at your office in Tracy there?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to just leave it there?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'll be there until 4 today, 10 to 4 today, and 10 to like 1:30. I'm going to go to Beth Reiner's book signing.
Okay. Okay.
And then we can catch up. Because I don't know what y'all are doing out today, but I just want to make sure you get this. And
right. I'll probably pick it up today.
all right. That sounds wonderful. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, honey. I'll talk to you later. See you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. That's it. We are heading out for the weekend. Monday, don't forget, Amy Cook will be back. And we'll be talking about women's health. So come on back on Monday. You guys have a wonderful weekend. Just spread joy and sunshine wherever you go. As always, thanks for watching Morning on the Mountain. I'll see you on Monday.